Welcome to episode 2 of Becoming an Ironman, and in this episode I am faced with my biggest challenge yet, continuing to train whilst on a boys golf holiday. So during this trip I'm going to be faced with multiple challenges: getting up early after nights out, having the temptation to miss sessions, and training hungover, all whilst trying to enjoy myself and play some decent golf. Now it's definitely going to be my hardest challenge to date, so if you fancy seeing how I got on whilst taking plenty of pelters from my mates, or even considering to train on holiday, then stick around.
Yeah, it's not even fucking
Check. 10 years ago, me and my mates went our last boys' holiday, or so we thought, to Magaluf. So, very much different circumstances just now. We are going on a golf trip. We are all almost turning 30, so that is why we've booked this trip. It has been in the group chat for so long that I almost thought it wasn't going to happen. But now it is the night before I go that boys' golf trip, and I am so excited. It is going to be a little different to past boys' holidays. Don't get me wrong, there's still going to be plenty of alcohol, food, some rough mornings, but this time I am going to try and continue to train for this Ironman, considering I put so much time and effort into it and money. It's one of the dearest things I've ever done, but I put all of that in already, and I don't want to come back feeling like I've undone all that progress. So tomorrow I get picked up at 3 o'clock in the morning. The flight's at 6:30. We arrive around about 9:30, and the first tee time is 12:30. So hopefully enjoy this second episode of me trying to become an Ironman as I go on a boys' golf trip. This is going to be a disaster.
Jack Lyons. Prepare yourself.
Good practice swing. We've arrived. It is a very, very... What? Aye, I'm vlogging, mate. You have to hold on. It is a very classy establishment. I think we're a little bit out our depth. A lot of bunkers, a lot of water. Here comes Breaky. I think he wants to appear in this, but let's see what he's got to say.
Hello, Reach Fitness. Breaky here, and Ronan too. I'm riding shotgun. We're out with the boys today on the golf trip at Elby Ferra. I'm having a class time. How's your day been going, Reach Fitness?
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm playing it with skin. Don't let demon.
No chance. No chance. He has absolutely no chance. He says that, but he's absolutely not. His handicap is what is it? 2.5.
best drive he's hit.
Jack, look at that.
Yeah, it's not even fucking
Jack. So we've not long checked in to our apartment, and the digs are definitely out of our league to be here. I don't know how we've managed to get through the front door, considering how a few people walked off after the first 18. But the golf was alright, it was good. Definitely more challenging than Strathleigh Park. More to the point, this is going to be about training for my Ironman as well as golf. So tomorrow morning I'm going to try and get up early, and I'm going to go my first workout, and I'll take you along for that. So see you there. Morning. So last night we did end up going out. The boys rallied very well. So we're out till about 1 in the morning. I sound like some pal, but I stopped drinking when I went out for the night out, just because I couldn't last the pace. I don't know if it's just getting older. Anyway, I feel a little bit better this morning. I wasn't sleeping very well for the few nights before I came out here as well, so
I needed a good kip, so I got about 8 hours there. I feel much better. Morning's workout, we are going to head out for a 45-minute run. Going to try and keep tempo up, try and get the heart rate up a little bit, and get myself feeling better. And the other main reason we're going for a 45-minute run is because the breakfast stops at 10:30 and I need to get back for that, so let's get moving. Right, we're not too long at the run, but I thought I would just stop and take a little chance to show you the golf course we're playing on over the next couple of days. It's not bad there. Just finished the run. Didn't quite get 45 minutes. I got around 35, so 10 minutes short. We got just over 6.5k, so I'm happy enough with that. Didn't realise how hilly this resort was. I got lost a couple of times, just with all the buildings looking the same. It's lovely, really nice run, stunning weather, but had to cut it short a little bit because number one rule is never miss breakfast. Stops at 10:30. It is 9:40 just now, so I still need to get a shower, rally the boys, hopefully they're up, and go and get breakfast.
Honestly, they treat you like kings, man.
Right, what you got to shoot today?
Even par.
Even par.
100 on the dot.
100 on the dot.
Yes! Right down the middle.
I'll run.
Oh my god.
It's absolutely roasting today. We've got our sun cream on, we're out playing. However, we started as 5 golfers and we are down to 2. A couple of the boys get too excited and they're away back in, so for this golf holiday there's not much golf happening for them. However, the better news was myself and my big pal Coco were just about out of balls at the 9th, and then what happens? It was like a sign over the fence. There's a wee guy selling balls for dirt cheap. The game goes on.
Oh, be a club.
It does look good, doesn't it?
Just like we're back.
Morning. So this morning we're doing things a little bit different. My plan was always to get up early and make the most of the mornings whilst everyone else was recovering from the night before. However, in all honesty, I was recovering from the night before this morning.
He says, do I not drink? You don't drink.
We didn't get until about 3:30 last night, and therefore this morning I just lay in. Up to breakfast, and the good news was I think the boys are coming back for another kip, so I'm going to make the most of this little hour window and head to the gym, get on the bike, and then hopefully rush back and make the tea time. I'm not gonna lie, I thought today's session was one I was going to miss, especially waking up this morning feeling a bit tender. Time was getting pretty tight, but we made it, and that's what it's about. So we're on here for 45 minutes. The gym's not bad. The bike doesn't have any metrics. I had to dust it down. I don't think anybody's used it for a couple of years, but we're just going with the watch. Try to keep our heart rate above 140, and we'll take it from there. But glad I made it. The show goes on. Done. Actually wasn't too bad. I thought that was going to be so much worse. 45 minutes. Try to keep the heart rate up. I feel like I've sweated out every bit of alcohol. I'm saying every bit, maybe a small percentage of the alcohol and food I've had over the last couple of days. But anyway, heading back now, get a shower and see if any of my pals are going to come out and play golf with me today or if I'm a lone wolf. So, just when I thought I'd done well, getting to the gym, a bit hungover, for my bike session, I got to order a shuttle to get me back to my apartment. Turns out everyone's sleeping 12:30 in Portugal, and I've got a tea time in less than an hour, so I'm running uphill 20 minutes back to my apartment. It's almost like they knew I missed 20 minutes of my run yesterday. Next on the tee, Lafferty Daniels. Pull left. Oh, playing golf yourselves no fun. Today was supposed to be a bit of match play, stable for something a bit exciting, something a bit different. However, the last couple of days haven't obviously turned out with the golf the way we thought things were going to be. So where we started as 5, went to 4, 3, 2. Now I'm the only one still out here, so call it sad, call it what you want. I've paid my money, I can do what I want. I'm treating this like a training camp going into summer. I'm going to be playing the best golf I've ever played. Right, I know I'm no YouTube golfer, but I'm out here playing golf myself, so come and play this par 5 with me. Hey, I'm not going to lie, I lost that as soon as it came off, so hopefully we find it in the fairway somewhere. There's a tiny white dot up ahead. I'm going to keep filming, so you don't think I'm lying. It's either somebody else's ball or it's mine. It's a Slazenger we're playing, so let's see if it's mine. Come on. Come on. No way. Yes! 200 yards over the water, just before the bunkers, give ourselves a little layup. I'm not going to lie, this is by far the best hole I've played all holiday. So, I've been losing balls. I brought 17 balls with me and I've lost every single one. I've bought another 20 and I think I'm halfway through them as well. So, you're seeing me on a good hole here. About 90 yards to the pin. We're going pitch, not a full swing, up over the bunkers. Don't go in the bunker. This is definitely good. Just doing this for practice. Par 5. Hard that. You've just witnessed the best hole I've ever played. coming to an end of day 3 and it has been a brilliant day. It didn't start that way. I felt very rough, fragile, didn't think it was going to be the most productive day. I thought that I wasn't going to get my workout in, which defeats the whole purpose of doing this training whilst away on a boys' golf trip. As soon as I got on the bike, I felt so much better, which I always say, like, you feel so much better after you get in the gym, and everyone can tell that or say that as themselves as well. So no, I was buzzing with that. It wasn't the longest session or the toughest session. It was 45 minutes, just quite steady, but it just kept things ticking over, which was the whole point of, or the whole kind of goal or the aim for when I was across here, was just to keep things ticking over. And then of course I managed to go out and play golf, even though it was just playing myself. So I get 10 holes in, and then I come off and met the boys. The plan is now just to kind of switch off, get ready and head back out to town and just have another good night. So until then, I'll speak to you tomorrow morning.
This morning has been a bit of a slow start. I'm saying this morning, it's now 1:30 in the day. Just the obvious happened. We went out last night and stayed out far too late and drank far too much alcohol, and I'm paying the effects of it today. Honestly, don't know how you used to do this when you were younger. I know that's such an old person thing to say, but I can't do that anymore, even though I'm doing it just now. We just made breakfast again. I think they must be hating us down at that breakfast buffet, just showing up 10 minutes to go. I would hate that if I was working myself, just someone showing up in the last 10 minutes of a shift. So sorry to anyone here, as if they're not going to be watching this. And today was also check-in day for the Reach Together couples, so I've just finished giving feedback over to all the guys. Rachel gives the feedback to all the girls, and we recorded our Spotify podcast a bit earlier in the week so that we could still get that out and kind of go over kind of general Q&A. In terms of the training, I wanted to get at least 2 sessions done when I was out here, which I've done, and I'm really happy with that. Ideally, I said I would get 3, so I might get an extra session done today. However, the boys are down at the pool. I might go down there. Do you know what? I might actually go down and do a few lengths in the pool, even if it's not a big pool. Even getting back and forward, seeing if we can get some lengths in there, might be quite nice, and just kind of make it enjoyable rather than feeling like I'm having to go and knock my par in whilst I'm feeling a little bit tender today. We booked another tea time because the boys didn't play yesterday, so hopefully we go out and we get that little bit of extra golf before we head home tomorrow.
Hello, Reach Fitness.
3, 2, 1. Well, I definitely on that camera shot. Oh shit!
Third workout complete of the holiday. 20 lengths in the pool, racing against my pals. Quick one, look at how good this setup is. Out playing 18 holes, didn't have time to get food. They do takeaway pizzas for the golf course. Unreal.
Junk.
Peach. Peach. Final night here at the golf resort, and it has been incredible. We've managed to book a tea time, so we finish just at sunset, which is happening just now. You can see it there. So yeah, we'll be playing up the 18th and the sun will just be going down. Tonight's plan is just get in. I think it's going to now be a chilled one, just staying up at the clubhouse, getting a few beers, getting a bit of food before we head home tomorrow. But unreal, definitely wanting to do this again soon. That's good.
And when you go, I will fall back apart. Find pieces of me all